Hello, my name is Starlight, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get out in nature like Starlight is, and I really don't know where I am anymore. So anyway, but I am out here in the heart of nature. I might not know where the heck is Starlight right now but I did manage to find my first hike and trail. I'm sorry, I'm going around in circles here, just the right lighting here. So anyway, I hope you're able to get out in nature like Starlight is, and I hope you're being kind to yourself and drink plenty of liquids like water. Leave the soda alone, please. You can clean that with your toilet, bring it in the bathroom, clean your toilet. I don't know, it just is. Soda is not the thing that you really want to drink, but hey, you're gonna do whatever you want to do, right? Because anyway, I just had a great, if somebody bought me a drink, it's so funny. It's how the universe did stuff, is that I normally drink water all the time, mostly warm water. And I went to a gas station to treat myself to a Gatorade, and the universe said, Starlight, I got that. There was so many drinks I could have picked, and I couldn't find the one that I really like. It's a herbal drink, but they didn't have it. They had more junk in there at this gas station than they had healthy stuff. So, but I did find a Gatorade because I've been dehydrated lately, and that's why I say make sure you're getting plenty of liquid water. Gatorade is good, So anyway, besides that is I really hope you're being kind to yourself and others, and make sure you get out, bring your family along. And if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome, and you can find me on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman. Plus, you can give this video a thumbs up. That is if you want to be that change that you want to see in the world. And it takes a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to do this work, believe me, and it will teach you all kinds of stuff. Yeah. So besides giving my videos a thumbs up, you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to leave a message down below, beep, beep, beep. Plus, you could share my videos. Ooh, I gotta get my little bell. You could share my videos, plus don't forget the notification. I am actually wearing a skirt today. I felt like dressing, so hang on, that wrong is I'm wearing my skirt and sneakers. Yeah. I just been really busy today driving, and I landed my UFO out here, and so I just said, you know what, we're just going to stick that. I'm not going to change my clothes. I'm just going to get my sneakers on, and we're going. I'm running behind today, and I say that, and that's what this message is about. But anyway, is besides Starlight wearing a skirt today because I felt like dressing up, is also, you can also follow me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman. Plus, don't forget to check out my playlist, because you never know what Starlight's going to talk about next. So I don't know, this is a paved trail. I'm so sorry, I just didn't have time to really look this trail up. It's so funny how I'm saying this. Is not having time for this, not having time for that, being behind time, and anyway, beep. I was, ever since I got out of my vehicle to get ready to hurry up, and it's so funny, all these words that I'm picking. I was like asking the universe, the angels. I got so many messages today. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of driving today, so I just I was up in the UFO flying around and trying to figure out where am I gonna land my spaceship, and this is where the universe brought me to today, is out here. And really do, like I said, I didn't have time really to search a place out, and as I was getting off the exit, I was like zooming in to try to find the closest hiking place to go to for today to end my night. So I am really trying to catch up today as far as making a video. And anyway, this video is about, like time. Some of you might know this, some of you might not, and some of you might think Starlight's crazy, and that's okay, but time is an illusion. When I say that, because before they, created the clocks and the digital, first they had the sundial, long time ago, like, they put a stick in the ground, and then that's how they came up with the clock. At least that's what I was taught when I was a kid. And then, I know, like, when the sun is straight up, that was supposed to be 12 o'clock. Of course, with this matrix, this world, everything is inside out, upside down, and backwards, and most of the stuff is a bunch of lies, and, it's not really the truth, like even the calendar, which I always thought there was something weird with the days, with the days of the month of all these, days of the year. I always never could figure out how come, each month has, most of them might have 31 days or 30 days or 28 days, so, and it's almost like they, people do this, they kind of force things to make it fit, and like, even cops do that sometimes when they do investigation, is that they don't have enough proof, but then they just kind of make it fit, It's kind of like when we do investigation on people that we know, is that we're like, we don't have all the proof to prove that somebody's guilty, but we're like, yeah, they're guilty, So that's kind of what they've done with all of this, is just they just kind of force it to make it work and stuff like that. And so anyway, as far as time goes, is what are you doing with your time, and wow, because I'll tell you, I am going through something right now, and it has to do with time, and that's why I'm making this video. Is I'm giving myself a pat on the back. You might not hear that. I'm giving myself a pat on the back, is that the 3 days in a row I've done really good as far as waking up earlier. And last night my mind was so full on somebody out there, and I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, I wish there was a switch, where I could turn that part of my mind off at nighttime, where, have you ever done that? You wake up in the middle of the night and you just can't get somebody or something off your mind. You're like, I have never met any men like this, but I'm a female. I've heard other women go through this, where they just got something going on in their mind. Ooh, look at this. This is, what does it mean? Somebody lost their glasses. I hope they find them. But they might have. Yep, thank you. Enjoy your night.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you. So, is with time, like, I've been a little busy bee. And every day I'm like, man, I need more time in a day. So that's why I'm asking you, what do you do, And some of you are like, Starlight, I actually work for a living. I do too. I know the feeling. So, what do you do with your time? Like, what time do you go to work, And so the whole point of this message, and they say, the worst times to go to work is like 9 to 5, because that's when you have your most energy. And that's kind of something, is because when I was younger, is I liked jobs that started at 5 o'clock at nighttime, because I wanted to enjoy my day, my mornings. My mornings are valuable to me. I mean, valuable to me. I mean, my morning time is like, the way I start my day, starting my day off right. And, before you know it, bam, like, time is flying, and you're like, oh no, there's so many more things I wanted to accomplish, in that day. So what are you doing in your day, So, okay, some of you or most of you are, you got maybe a 9 to 5 job. So I'm not sure what time you wake up, maybe at 7 o'clock, because everybody's different what time they, if they take their shower in the morning or night. Some of you might work, like want to do stuff, before you go to work. And I have to say my mentor taught me a lot about time and, like about waking up earlier so you can make time to start your day off right. That way, your day goes much smoother, and it really does. I mean, I was writing in my goal book this morning, writing in my manifestation book this morning, doing the I am affirmations this morning, doing my morning meditation. I couldn't do the yoga because I thought it was going to rain this morning. It looked like rain. And I decided when I got up this morning that I wanted to wear a dress. So there goes that whole thing with yoga this morning. But bam, before you know it, it's noontime. So what do you do with your time? Do you spend time with yourself? I'm not saying when you go to work, that's not spending time with you alone. And I do put it's so important. Some of you might get tired of Starlight repeating the same stuff over again, but this is what they did to us in the Matrix. That's how they program people, but it's actually programming people in a not such a great way, is how they, like building fear in people and getting them scared about stuff, so in programming them in a way to control them in a negative way, where Starlight's just trying to help you out. And so yeah, I'm gonna say, hey, like when did you spend time alone? And that's not really all what this is, but this is a part of the message. Some people, and I thought this a long time ago, but and then my mentor, really kind of pushed my buttons in a good way though. And this was years ago where I wanted to get to the 5D, and but then I was learning that you don't have all the time in the world to get there though. And that's the thing, that people think they have all the time in the world, and we're all guilty at this at times, is like procrastination, putting things off, and then in the Bible it says to don't put off tomorrow what you could do today. So that's a very good, I think, just a verse that they have in the Bible. Well, who knows what is real, true, they rewritten the Bible so many times, but I'm gonna keep that one. So it is good that, to do all you can do today, take care of the things that you need to take care of today, because you don't want to add it on tomorrow. And that's why now I gotta have like a schedule, really. I gotta have to work on this whole thing, because time, even though it's an illusion, is that, some people think, hey, I'm just gonna put that off, put it on a back burner for another time. But I've been really pushing myself lately, and I've been getting signs and numbers. Man, talk about getting numbers today. I got so many messages today. I am so grateful for the universe and God, the archangels, for guiding me and giving these numbers, and that has messages to guide me to where I gotta go, what I'm supposed to do, what I, what I need to let go of. And, my message today, that I received from the numbers, is letting go of the past. Whoo! Did Starlight have a morning? So I am letting go of the past. It's layers. It takes time to do that, so it doesn't happen overnight, and sometimes we think we're doing pretty good about letting go of the past, but then that's when that's why some people, they only want to hear what, they just want to hear, I'm doing a good job, And I know some of you might get upset with Starlight here and there on my YouTube channel, because it is not easy to do the inner work and work on our shadow side. And I definitely learned this from my mentor, is, as far as my YouTube channel goes, is that I'm here to not always to tell you what you want to hear, but what you really need to hear. And we do, that means, when you got people out there that tell you, what you need to hear more than what you want to hear, those people really love you, because they're really putting their necks out on the line to be there to love and support you. So please don't misunderstand. It's not that I'm being mean or rotten to you. No, is that my love is so real that, I don't beat around the bush. I get straight to the point. And not everybody is used to that because of how they were brought up. A lot of people don't really want to hear about their flaws. They only want to hear what I'm doing good. Tell me only what I'm doing good. And that's why it's so important when you have kids, is to have that balance, is let them know when they're doing good, but at the same time, let them know the areas that they need to work on, because then when they're an adult, when somebody makes a message, when I make messages, I just wanted to, this is a freebie, is when I make messages on my YouTube channel, it's because I love you so much. I love you so much. I want the best for you. So some people can get, like upset with me, where sometimes I might bring out the best in you, and sometimes I could bring out the worst in you. And when I make a video, because people get offended easily because they were not used to that when they were growing up. They were hearing how great of a job they did. When I'm just going to let that go. I was going to say something, but I'm going to let that go. Is that some people, when they were being brought up, is that all they ever heard is how bad they are. They didn't really hear of how anything good about what they were doing. It was always something negative, So it is so important to have the balance, because that's why some people, when they're adults, when somebody, doesn't beat around the bush like I do on my videos, and they just give you information straight and right at you, a lot of people can't handle it because they didn't grow up like that, And a lot of families, when they were, bringing their kids up, a lot of parents were not even being honest with their kids, They weren't being totally honest with their kids, and that's a danger for when they get older, because if they're believing all the lies that their parents fed them, when somebody actually absolutely in their heart means, to really just care so much about you, and they give it to you straight, that some people could get upset really easily because they feel offended. They feel like you want to hurt them, and that's not true. That is definitely not true. So I get messages from the universe letting me know that some people can get envious, and I have never been like that, is to get envious of other people, because they're doing the work. Hey, if they're doing the work, they deserve those rewards, and the pat on the back. But if you're not, just like at work, if I go to a job, if I'm and this has happened to me many times, I gotta restate that again. There are people that have jobs, and, different kinds of people out in the world, is that you could work for a company and you could be one person but doing 3 people's job and getting paid a certain amount. And then you have another coworker that person barely does what they're supposed to do. And, should they get the same pay as you, or should you get paid more because you're doing 3 people's jobs and they can barely even do their own work? So there's people, they get envious, they want to get the rewards, they want to get the pay, but they don't want to do the work. And that goes along with this kind of YouTube channel, is about, sorry, that's loud, is to be the change that you want to see in the world. It takes a lot of work. People want to, people want to get rewarded and they want to get paid. There's a lot of companies out there that could do this, is that, they could actually go out, try to go get a job, and once they get the job, they promise that they're going to do all these things, and then they sign the contract that they're going to do all this work for how much money they're, the agreement of getting paid. And then they're so happy that they got the job and that, they got that new client, for their business. But then when they start the job, they're not even doing all the things that they actually had on the contract. I've seen that many times in my life. So, there's people, they get envious of other people. They don't want to do the work. And, like with working on yourself, this is something that you always got to kind of push yourself to the next level all the time. You can't just do a little bit and stop and then just rest and go to sleep. No, right now is definitely not time to go to sleep. Right now is the time that we really need to be very busy, but being gentle with ourselves, listen to our body, because we don't have all the time in the world. We got, because, there's things coming ahead of you in your future that you're not even aware of. I'm sorry, this is going to be I've never been here. So this is underneath a road here. So you don't have all the time in the world. That's why it's so important to work on things now. Don't put those things off. I got a goal book. Now I'm actually breaking the goal book down. I'm actually getting things more organized. That way I'm like, okay, this is what I got to work on here. I got to work this. I got to do this. I got to do that. And I got it. Now I'm breaking everything down, simplifying everything, so that way I don't overwhelm myself with what I got to get done, so you don't have all the time in the world. That's why it's so important not to get distracted. Isn't this beautiful with all these colors? So that's why it's so important not to get distracted, so you can focus on the important things in your life. And that's why sometimes we got to let go of toxic people and people in our life that's stealing our energy, taking us away from what we need to work on. So anyway, I know I got to shorten this video tonight because I got to get this baby edited and get it uploaded. But hang on, I'm just going to go under this where it's a little shady. Yeah, time might be an illusion, but we got to push ourselves to the next level. My angel said, hey, Starlight, you're doing a great job, but you got a lot of work to do. And I know it. You ought to see I don't have my goal book here, but man, I got a lot of work. But, there's things I desire in my life, and, like my twin flame and stuff like that. And, I'm gonna do that work. I got to, I got to push myself to the next level. And it does take a lot of dedication, being faithful at what you're doing every day. And, when I started my YouTube channel, I didn't know if I could do it, but I jumped right in head first. I was like my mentor, he does a video a day, and, I just didn't know if I could or whatever. And boom, there goes Starlight, and I have been really faithful at doing that. There's times I've had a lot of situations with computers and phones where I couldn't get a video out at that time. I made a video, but I couldn't actually get it out. So I would have to go back. Really would have to figure out, because I started March in 2023, and to figure out how many videos I have right now, to figure out where I am as far as how many videos are missing from my YouTube channel. So I got to give myself a pat on the back, but really that has a lot to do with the universe, God, God, the universe, the angels, and my mentor that really did inspire me to do this. So anyway, I could have talked forever on this topic because, there's so many things with it, but I got to cut this video short tonight because of time. And because I got other stuff I got to do tonight before I got to, edit this, then eat my dinner. I gotta figure out everything. I'm gonna, I don't know where I am. I gotta go get my spaceship, work on that, make sure I don't even, I don't put gasoline in my stuff. My UFO is not ran off by gas. No, actually, my UFO is ran off of crystals and stones, and I got different crystals and stones that I can get energy, and that's how I fly around. So it saves on all, the planet, and I'm not, polluting the air with anything. So anyway, I do love you, and I actually had the UFO about the gems and stones is because I did have a UFO a long time ago where it was rainbow color UFO, and that's how it did actually work and function, is because those crystals actually was able to make it move around. So that's where I came up with that. Anyway, I do love all of you. Starlight loves all of you, and you can give this video a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget, you can leave a message down below, beep, beep, beep. And you can also, I gotta get my bell. No cobwebs here. Don't forget the notification bell. And, I inspire you, please, don't get, figure out what's distracting you from the things that you want to work on, the things that you want to do. It could be a house project for all I know. You're trying to work on it, and then people just keep, that's how this works, is that people will come, and you got to be, I gotta work here. I'm gonna have to, meet with you later or something. So anyway, I do love you. This is Starlight. And you can find me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. I love you all. This is Starlight. Love, light, and peace.